Welcome back to the life on my homestead. So I just finished filming the garden tour and I've not had enough time to show you this area, and after I tell you what's happening in here, we're going to do a quick polytunnel tour. So this was the pumpkin and a winter squash area. It's all been harvested now. Actually, today is 30th of October. So I'm going to do my winter squash and pumpkin display on our gypsy caravan and cart before we putting them in winter storage. I will be putting up on Life on My Homestead Facebook group the picture. I am really pleased with the harvest. So what's happening in here now, I'm going to take the black sheet cover off and be laying cardboard on the top of the existing compost and soil, and we put old and fresh compost. I put old and fresh because from all the pots I always reuse the old compost. So I put a layer, rake it, and I put my fresh homemade compost. I would not have enough fresh homemade compost only. So that's the way I usually do it. Let's go see what's happening in a polytunnel. So I think we're gonna have a Jerusalem artichoke soup soon, baby. You excited?
Yep.
Right, hello girls. Okay, let's go this way. Yeah, I've got the wheelbarrow in there, but never mind. Somehow we're gonna... I've still got some tomatoes in there. Right, welcome. Welcome to the tunnel. We actually clean the top, so now it's getting more light in. I do it every autumn. I've started clearing out these two beds, although it doesn't look clear. It is clear for me. So we've removed all the tomatoes. I've still got some greens on it, so I will be making green tomato chutney. Let's start in this bed. So what I've done in here, I've put a couple of inches of my homemade compost. What is this? And a bit of the leaf mold, what I've also made on the homestead. I left the chard, basil. The frost will kill the basil and the aubergine, but not the chard. I've also harvested the loofah. I think I had about, I don't know, 8. It's on a windowsill inside. It's still green, so I need to wait till it really dries out. So I will be taking this plant out next. That really not nice looking loofah gourd plant now. That's coming out. And after the frost, probably I'm gonna lose the flowers as well. So then most of the things will come out, and I will showing you what's going in next when we go to the greenhouse. And this bed again, I've harvested all the tomatoes. What I've left is a couple of celery, the marigolds, beautiful this year, and a few chard. What I will be harvesting this week and before the frost, my ginger plants. I know it's not amazing harvest, but I'm in UK and it's really cold in here for ginger. So actually I'm surprised that it was growing. So I've got some ginger harvesting here. We'll see what's happened. I will put it on the Facebook group, Life on My Homestead, the result. Also, this part of the garden, it will be harvested after the frost. The oca. Looks like we're gonna have a good harvest of oca. They're like little, these are like pink ocas. Looks actually very much so like Jerusalem artichoke, little tubers. And after this comes out, I'm gonna show you again what comes next for the winter crop. If you come along, we actually just harvested today a couple of handful of the ground cherry, but I'm in a big dilemma what I'm gonna do next year, because this jungle, the whole jungle, it's one ground cherry plant. And as you can see, there are millions on it, but it's not ready. So I think it's again because it's our climate, it is just too cold to be successful growing it. And how much space, considering how much space I really need, I really need to think hard whether I'm gonna grow this again next year or not. So yeah. In here I have got the really going over cucumber, what had absolutely brilliant year. I saved seeds of it. A few really beautiful chard, absolutely gorgeous. But what I'm most excited about in here are the sweet potatoes. Look, the sweet potatoes growing up in here. So actually that just gave me an idea how I'm gonna do it next year. It's gonna go up like that. And it's so pretty when the purple flower opens. I've only had a few this year. But yeah, I've got a few plants only of sweet potatoes. So as soon the leaves dies back, we'll be harvesting that as well. And yeah, very happy. Last two beds. This is the sorrel I've harvested. I'm gonna try freeze drying them. Right, and the last two bed of the tomatoes, what really needs to be harvested next couple of days or before the frost. But I think these monstera, some of them are now really going to go to the chickens. As you can see, it's unfortunately gone over. But the good ones like this, beautiful, they will go to the freezer, I think. Yeah. And that's the ginger mint, need to cut back. Really need to do something with that. And I've also harvested some catnip today, and I might do some lemon balm and do the same things in here, compost, and I'll show you what we're gonna put next to these beds. Beautiful sunny day. Right. So all my greenhouse has been already cleaned for winter. I've already filled it up back again. So what's going to the polytunnel is some more kale. Yeah, the red curled and this June mix. And the lettuces. These actually lettuces are ready to harvest now if you want to. Fennel, beetroot is gonna be for the leaves. It's going to salad, into salad. And some swede and some endive will be going, and also some onions. Okay, so all these, most of it, we're going to put in the polytunnel. Yeah, temperatures are really dropping now, but that's still okay till we get the minus. And I've got a few more things. What are you digging, Lucy Bear? No, look at her. Oh, it smells lovely when you come to this greenhouse because of all these apple here. Oh, I love this. This autumn smell. We actually need to harvest up just by the bees. I've noticed after the wind we had, so much apple on the ground, a huge one. We might just juice a few hundred. Okay, so some more things. I've got lots of spinach. I'll also go to the polytunnel. And what else? These are my acacia. I'm gonna overwinter this here again, and this springtime they will be going out. Some more lettuces, fennel, beetroot, same thing. And around here as well, pretty much the same things. Coriander, dill, lamb's lettuce, endive, lettuce. Yeah, so I'll fill the polytunnel again, no problem. So this is our October on the homestead, roughly. What's now, we're still busy in the garden, as you can see, still so much coming in. I filled my pantry. Actually, I might show you that pantry soon. Look at this one. This one is digging every single day.
It's a no-dig garden.
Before we go, let me show you my pantry. So my pantry is full now for the season. Just watch where you step. Got some presents from the dogs. And yeah, I think I'm not gonna can too much now because pantry is full. But I've got now my freeze dryer, so I can experiment with the freeze dryer. Oh, I can't believe I don't even need this, the coat. Welcome to garden pantry. Look at this. So this is all this year what I grew on the homestead, and I've canned. All these are my own honey. Top there I've got all tomato sauces, crushed tomato, Mexican spice blend, tomato soup, carrot. I'm canning chicken broth, broad beans, elderflower cordial, elderflower vinegar, all the gems, damson, Victoria plum, strawberry. Yeah, I've got enough jam, I think, look. Runner beans, stewed tomato and vegetables, some more chicken broth, gherkins, green beans, sweet chili jam, basic tomato sauce with basil, apple pie filling, more gherkins, sweet chili jam, more chicken broth, tomato paste, and yeah, and all the rest. Look at this. I've started canning the meals as well now, so like a spaghetti sauce with meat, and chicken enchilada soup, lecho, and all sorts. I've got my sauerkraut in a little crock pot, and all the rest. So yeah, it's my apple cider vinegar, homemade. Pickled onion, more gunkers on top, some dried stuff, but I'm gonna take this in because if it's freezing outside, it gets a bit, you know, too humid in here, and it needs to go in the house. All the pickled beetroot, all different colors. Look, green gage, grape jam, rhubarb jam, blackberry jam, rosehip jam, and the rest. Thank you so much for watching, and hope you had a lovely harvest as well. See you back in November. Bye.